Hi guys, welcome to our kitchen table here at the Pink House. It's good to see you. This is where a lot of stuff happens here at the Pink House, around this kitchen table. Bible studies, conversations, food, obviously, parties, one-on-ones, everything happens here.
Sorry, the dishwasher is currently running.
But it's a sign that we're using stuff and that there's a lot of people here. Yeah, a lot of things happen here. We are still raising money for the Pink House. I would say put a link in the bio, but I don't know how to do that. So in the email, again, I'll remind you how to support and how to give money towards the Pink House so we can continue to rent this place and have Dima and Sashko live here and use it as ministry for the rest of the year. So anyway, today is also a special day. This is July 30th, and it is our Caleb Marshall Sandiford's 18th birthday today. Happy birthday, Caleb. And also, that birthday brings to mind a special sphere of, specific sphere of Ukrainians that we would like to highlight today. We have been visiting different people, and some of those people that we visit, some of the Ukrainians we visit, are families, and they have 3 or more kids. Some people we visit obviously have 1 kid, they have 2, but there's a specific group of people who have 3 or more children who are here. During this time, and I've put this in the email, so if you'd like further explanation of what I'm talking about, please read the email, and it goes into more detail about why this is such a unique time for them, for the almost impossible decisions that they're having to make. And briefly, the decision is, when a family has 3 or more children under the age of 18, the dad is allowed to leave the country with the family if they were to leave.
And he's saved from having to enter into the military. He doesn't have to enter into military service. Right?
Doesn't have to enter into military service if he has 3 or more kids.
Under 18.
Under 18. The nuance comes, and decisions are having to be made each year that this war continues, is that when one of the children turns 18, then according to the law and to the government, the dad is seen as having only 2 or more kids under 18, and therefore is not able to leave the country.
So if we were Ukrainian, it would be as though we only have 1 child.
Yes, and I would not be able to leave the country. Now, yes, when the first of the 3 kids turns 18, then it shows that he can't leave anymore. So the families are then struck with a huge decision of, do we all leave and stay out of Ukraine forever? Or do we stay and my husband, the wife is talking, my husband and my oldest son, who's now 18, can't leave the country anymore. So I need to preface this. I didn't say this. It's the son who turns 18 that can't leave. If a daughter is the oldest and she turns 18, the dad is still seen as not having a child under the age of 18 and only having 2 kids and can't leave the country. So it's quite complicated sometimes, but it's also these decisions that families are having to make. Do we stay out? Do we go? 2 families that we interacted with recently.
Just this week.
Just this week. Were Dima and Vita. They have 3 boys. The oldest is 15. So they have 3 more years. And families like this are still thinking about this because they have no idea how long the war will go on. They just don't know. And so they're having to contemplate, gosh, what are we going to do? Maybe it would be better to live outside of war, or maybe it would be better to stay, which means possibly that their husband and the son can't leave.
If we stay, he's growing up Ukrainian, he's living in Ukraine, he's going to school in Ukrainian. But if we leave, maybe we're preparing him to live outside of Ukraine, like learning German or learning Polish.
But he can't come back to Ukraine after he's learned those languages, because then he'll be stuck here and can't leave again. So these decisions are huge. So for the Dima and Vita, they haven't had to make that decision yet, but they're thinking about it. Another family we met already had to make the decision because they have 3 kids, and their oldest son turned 18 a year ago. So they sent him to Germany to study. He left, he went there to study, and is there, and can't come back into Ukraine now because he's 19, because if he comes back in, he can't leave again. And the dad, Valera, can't leave to go visit his son in Germany. The mom and the other 2 kids can, but Valera can't leave. So they're trying to figure out, well, what do we do now? How do we make this work? When can he come back? Or when will I get to see my son again? So these are some of the decisions that are being made. And one more that hits close to our heart as well was when we went to that camp a few weeks ago, we met Sasha and Tanya. And Kelly's going to tell a little bit more about their story.
Yeah, we got to see them this week as well and pray with them. They're believers. And they only have 2 children. And Sasha, this Friday, is.
So they can't leave at all.
They cannot
Or
leave at all.
He
cannot
can't leave at all. Yes.
Right. And so Sasha this Friday is going in to update all of his military papers and everything and get his medical papers. And he's expecting and anticipating that he's going to be enlisted. He's our age. He's does no no military background. And
He
wants
did
to honor Jesus. And
Yes, he did a lot of rescuing of people from different cities when Russian military was attacking the cities. He helped evacuate hundreds and hundreds of people.
He's an incredible volunteer.
Yes.
But he's not a military-minded man. So please be praying for Sasha and his courage, and then his wife and her heart, Tanya.
Especially Friday, August 1st. Pray for Sasha and Tanya and their 2 kids who feel this anticipation and anxiety that their dad may be called up into the military and they won't get to see him much. So
yeah, it's just been heavy. These meetings have been really special. We just feel like we get to come and witness and listen to their story and what God is teaching them. Or if they're not believers, we look for those little moments where God is shining his light into their lives and speak into it, pray for them, ask if we can pray with them. It's been just a gift to be present with them in this season.
yeah, again, we asked a lady yesterday, we said, how are you doing? Yakti. And she said, night times are really hard. As soon as it gets dark, it's kind of when the missiles, the Shahed, start to try to attack. And I'm going to put after this video some pictures of some diagrams of the course that a lot of the Shahed fly. And then it seems like the technique right now for Russia is to have them fly just kind of circling around different places. And then they pick one city and they all go to that city and just attack it and like explode and blow up. So it's cities all over Ukraine that are happening too. So we're going to ask you to continue to pray for them, pray for Sasha and Tanya, who have this big decision coming up, or have this waiting for this anticipation of whether he'll be called up on Friday. For these other families, and please continue to pray for the soldiers on the front there's a city called Pokrovsk. It's really being attacked right now and probably will just be destroyed by Russian forces. And Ukraine is trying to hold that back and protect the country. But thank you guys for being with us in this, for watching the videos. And please read more in the email about what we were talking about with these families and how you can better pray for them.
Thanks for praying over the Pink House too. We have felt God's presence here for sure.
Definitely. Thank you guys.